Right. Hey guys, let's make some calls to some realtors. So I looked up um, homes for sale. Uh, let's say Cary, your area, Cary, newly listed homes for sale. You could choose any of these. Let's go to a Redfin. There's handfuls of them. Let's go to a first home here. It's 108 Park Lane in Cary. Phone number 919 736 6826. Now, we're probably going to get the office because you don't see the realtor and cell number here. A handful of times they're newer agents and the agency doesn't allow it. They want control. They want all calls that come into the office. And then, yeah, so that's not so helpful for the listing agent, but they only care because if the agency can, let's say it goes into Coldwell Banker office, they want someone within the office to be able to be the buyer's agent because now this is the seller's agent. So they want both sides of the transaction in the office. So you got to do your work to get around that.
Calling Redfin. Get help finding, touring, or making an offer on a home, press 1. For help selling a home, press 2. For help with rental, this call may be recorded for training purposes. Hi, this is the Raleigh team with Redfin Real Estate. We're either helping other Redfin customers or away from our phones.
Yeah, please leave a message so we can log you down and have everybody annoy you and call you back. All right. So let's see. So Redfin notes are uh, wanted us to leave message. So we can come back to that. Today's time is what 3:05. All right. So then we go to the next one. Let's see. Listed by Redfin 11 hours ago. 11 hours ago is good. New construction, you don't want to call them up. Redfin. All right. So we'll see here. Let's ask them a question about 1058 Kingston. Let's first see if it has a crawl space. So 43 photo. It looks like back here, there's no crawl space. There's no 3 foot in back. You don't see foundation vents. It's built right on a slab. Yeah. So there's no slab under that door. You go to the back of the home, the last few pictures, and it's just right on the ground. So we don't call up them because they don't have a crawl space. So here are all the newly listed homes um, for Cary. You're bound to get, 4 or 5 at least appointments out of that. That's 250 bucks. I don't see that that looks like it's a crawl space. So sometimes, the opening picture shows no crawl space, possibly a crawl space there. So let's go to the photos. That's the community pool. No shots of the back of the house. So they just didn't like the back of the house. So it looks from the outside not like there's a crawl space because if a person is standing up, they're standing up, the whole way. So soon you'll see
Right.
more by, you'll see that it's it clearly has a crawl space. Why do some people have crawl spaces and some not? It costs a little bit more to have a home that has a crawl space. I don't see foundation vents down here. Um, I see them here. 550, it's over the 500 mark. Let's see if we can find some pictures of the backyard. Foundation vents, it has a crawl space. All right. So the time now is 3:08. It is 6:10. Week, first, drive, and carry, 919 736 6826 6826. Notice the phone number is the same, so we're going to get the same schmuck. So we're going to hop off of Redfin and we're going to, but you know what? From, where's that home? 610 Wall. Where was 610? So Park Canyon, I'm going to take that link, copy, and I'm going to put the link here just so you could go to that link. And then when you do enter, it shows up as hyperlink. If you don't just want this so long, you put a dot there, right, and we'll just do that link. So now you can go quickly to Park Canyon, 610 Wakehurst. Let's see if we can find that last one, 610 Wakehurst. Here. So I'm going to go there. We're going to capture that link, right click, copy, go down to here, paste, and then you go up here at the end, hit enter. It turns into a hyperlink, put period there, just so you don't get this long link. That's it. And anytime you click on that, it'll go right to that page. Just so you get fast, go back to things. Hey, I was driving by 610 Wake Hurst. Who's the selling agent for this home? Um, that's the goal. Right. So Redfin, they might all just have you go to a bogus number. So we're gonna hop out of that one. So carry homes for sale. Let's pass on Redfin. Let's go to Zillow. Park Canyon. uh, So you got duplicate listings, and that's fine. Let's see if we can find the number for 110 Park Canyon. Request contact Taylor Anderson. Listed by. There you go. All right. So the agent for Park Canyon, Taylor Anderson Brown. So we didn't find him on Redfin. We found him on Zillow. And instead of, let me see, it won't, it'll give you the office or so, right? Ah, so maybe that's her number there. So we're going to see. Uh, so her number up there, 919 578 2947 2947. And Taylor, let's give, I'll call it Taylor. compliment them at first. Let them know immediately that you're not a buyer just because you don't waste their time. They appreciate that. 578 2947 2947. I'll stick it on speakerphone.
For calling Taylor Anderson with Avenue Real Estate. I'm not able to take your call, but if you text me, I'll be able to get back to you much more quickly. If you prefer email address is taylor@soldbyavenue.com.
Hey, Taylor. Hey, this is Matt here from Sealed Solution. We're a Crawlspace company based in Clayton, North Carolina. I just drove by your 108 Park Canyon Lane home. Gorgeous home. Congratulations on the listing. We're working on a home 2 streets down. And I was wondering, have you had a chance to get a free crawl space inspection? A lot of time, the realtors find that no whammies happen when the seller knows what to expect. So we try to find the least price solution to bring the crawl space to give it 2 thumbs up from the inspector. Again, Matt Garrett. I work with dozens of realtors all around the area, if not over 100 of them. 919-302-1081. 919-302-1081 for free crawl space inspection. I appreciate your time, Taylor. Thank you. And then I save her number. Oh, let me get my glasses out. My old man glasses here. So we go to here and we go to the recently called. And then, so when she calls back, I say, hey, Taylor. So I save her number, add contact, Taylor. The last name is Brown. And I say, Realtor. And then her number's there. Cool. So she calls back, I know. So I'm going to also give her a quick text. Um, Hello, Taylor. Congratulations on your listing at 108 Park Canyon Lane. That's a beautiful home. My name is Matt. I run a company called www.sealedsolution.com, and we help out realtors do their free crawl space inspections just so your seller, when the inspector comes, it passes with flying colors instead of afterwards the buyer asking for 8,000, $15,000 and such forth. So we try to find the least expensive approach to give your seller a perfect crawl space inspection. I can be reached from Taylor, 919-302-1081, 302-1081. Look forward to speaking to you. Thanks, Taylor. Then you look over your text, though that was a long one. Congrats, and you make it look good because sometimes it's spelled wrong. One of the worst things to do is someone read your text and they're like, "What did you say?" So voice the text. Congratulations on your listing at 108 Park Canyon Lane. That's a beautiful home. Period. My name is Matt. I run a company called SealSolution.com, and we help out realtors do their free crawl space inspections. Period. just so your seller, when the inspector comes, period, 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 it passes with flying colors instead of afterwards the buyer asking for $8,000. It said $8 million, 8,000 to 8,000 to $15,000 in in allowances. We try to find the least expensive, least capitalized. We try to find the least expensive approach to give your seller a perfect wall space inspection. Period. I could be reached Taylor 919-302-1081. I actually thought that I was leaving a voicemail. Uh, I look forward to speaking to you. Thanks, Taylor. And when you put your website in www.sealedsolution.com, as you see here, you spell it out. Yep. As you send that, it comes up with a link. So it looks far more professional that within the text is a link to the company. They would tap on that link and it brings them to the website. Finally, your healthy, dry, maintenance-free sealed crawl space. So it's just one more way to look far more professional. Um, I'm gonna also email her, but I will email her later. Later on, you guys will give me all the emails and such forth, and I'll bulk email them at the end of the day. So we also know her uh, so now it'd be good to get her email. So I'm gonna go here, email. And soon, hopefully, we're buying lists so you can immediately go to her name and get her email. Now we're gonna hop online. Uh, Taylor, real estate agent, and she's like sold by Avenue. Huh? Taylor, real estate agent at. She said sold by Avenue, sold by Avenue. I didn't catch the whole thing. You go down because the first three things are ads. Taylor Brown, that's who we're looking for. Um, so Taylor Brown, real estate agent, ads, senior area. Let's see if we have her email here. Taylor Brown. Sometimes you go down to the bottom, and we're going to have a list of everyone's email soon. Taylor by sold by Avenue. Awesome. So we right click, copy, and we go here, paste. Gotcha. So now we will send them out. And her office is at 215 East Chatham Street. She could drop her off a letter too. Nice. Um, so here, left message. Oh, so we're gonna do 26:01:29 at 3:20 left message and text. Cool. All righty. So right now it takes some digging to find out, who it is. But again, soon we're gonna have a list. Um, I that was and eventually you're gonna have a handful of people to call back. You want to probably call them once a day so you're not annoying. If the first time you leave a message, the next time you don't. So you keep on calling till you speak to them in person. Park Canyon, that one. Let's see if that has a crawl space. 309. You want to go for the ones who are higher up in value, over 500 grand. Uh, they have a crawl space there. Let's see some more pictures. We look for foundation vents. Those are the little vents under the home. Here you go. Foundation vents, foundation vents. So we capture that copy and the new one here, we're going to paste. We get the link. Time right now is 3:25. And this is 104. What? 104 OKE Hampton. That's in Cary. Contact the agent. Let's see if it shows the agent. No. So the agent for sure, if they're good, they're gonna list it on their own. The house, their agency listed the home. So let's go to um, a new page and find that home, 104, because it's listed on like 25 sites. When they put it up on the MLS, Hampton Court, Cary, NC, boom. And hopefully the realtor will call the first few are ads. Taylor Morrison, let's see. And in here it says Taylor Morrison. That's probably a paid for ad. All right. It's Coldwell Bankers has the MLS. Listing agent Eric DeRosa. All right. Copy, paste. Um, and then Long and Foster Real Estate in Cary. Copy. Agency. Where it should be. Boom. We don't have their email yet and the phone number. So Eric DeRosa, but paste Realtor Cary, North Carolina. And see that big smile. Top three are ads. Home, Eric DeRosa. Eric DeRosa Realty. Great that they have their own website. There you go, buddy. Gotcha. So his number 919-417-5866. Let's give him a call. Eric, what's up, my buddy? I think we've done some stuff for him before, which you guys will have access to CRM tool also. 919-417-5866. Oakhampton. Oakhampton? Oak? Well, it's not Oak. Oh, how would you say that? OKE Hampton? Oakhampton?
Where's the on the big screen was?
No big deal.
Oakhampton.
Oak?
Yeah.
It'd be OAK.
Oakhampton.
Okie? Oakhampton Court?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric. Here we go, Eric. It's in call. Hello? Oh, I'm sure about that, Eric. My earphone was on. I'm Matt Garrett. I'm from Sealed Solution. We help out realtors with crawl spaces. This morning I drove by 104 Oakhampton Drive. We're working two, three streets down on another home. We help out realtors with their free crawl space inspections. Sorry for slowing you down this evening, but have you guys had a chance to have a free crawl space inspection with the seller, sir?
No, no, I don't think they'll be interested. But I appreciate you calling. Uh, yeah, we're good.
All right. If you need somebody down the list, would you mind if I email you once a month just to give you uh, just to stay top of mind?
Yeah, if you want to.
Super. I appreciate you, Eric.
Hey, have a good one.
Well, congratulations on your listen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye bye.
bye-bye. A agent I feel who doesn't do a free crawl space inspection to give the sellers all the information. Um, Even if they don't have anything to change, they want to know. A lot of times it shows down their mold and snake skins and blah 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 blah, and then they get hit up for like a $6,000 allowance. They negotiate back to 3,000 or 4,000. Now they just took $3,000 to $4,000 out of the seller's pocket. When if we went in there and did a simple mold wipe on the beams and pulled the plastic in place, maybe $1,000. So yeah. So realtors who you choose are important. Gotcha. All right. So he said 26. 0129. No, thank you. Please email once a month. Sure. And then eventually he'll come across a home where the crawl space is ugly, all the insulation hanging down, they have a problem. And then since we're emailing them and texting them once a month, they're like, hey, Matt, I do have this home. So, and you still get paid on that for providing us with a number, a name, a text to follow up on. So that was um, a good call. All right, let's go, Eric. Cherry, new listed homes, Redfin, Zillow. So we know we're going to put that one in yellow to follow up on. Green means you booked a call. So that one was Oakhampton, 750. Um, Park Canyon, that was a duplicate there. We left a message there. Um, 389. Mm. If it's a condo, sometimes they don't need it. Condos are small, and so if you got time, you want to go for the ones that are over $500,000 that look like from the pictures that they have a crawl space. No crawl space, built on slab, probably built on a slab. So we're gonna go here, see all the photos. Yeah. Yep, built on a slab, so we don't call one built on a slab. Hey, you want a free crawl space inspection? It doesn't have a crawl space. My bad. All right. So that one, 610 Wakehurst. We didn't speak to anybody there. Let's see if we can find the realtor. 610 Wakehurst, contact the realtor. No way to contact them. So let's look up 610 Wakehurst Drive. So 610 Wakehurst, Hurst Drive, Cary, North Carolina. Usually the agent has on their site their own listing. Taylor Morrison, she obviously she's spending a lot of bucks. So when you see someone constantly showing up in the searches, you want to give them quick call and say, "Hey Taylor, I'm doing some other stuff online. And I just see your name coming up constantly. We help out people with free. We help out realtors with free crawl space inspections. Do you or your team have some stuff coming up that we could help you with? Get some information in your hands, so there's no whammies." Coldwell Banker, that's the MLS, so that's who listed things. Contact, oh, see, they're being, they're like, we're not going to tell you the realtor. Maybe down here it'll show. No, please call into the broker's office. We control our brokers. Mwahaha. Uh, gotcha. Let's go in that one and see if we can find the realtor showing up on this. Eventually, we're going to try to buy um, list of the realtors who have newly listed homes. But we tried it a few times, and the lists aren't good. But there's 100 companies who have lists, so we just have to find the right one. So we go. Oop, let's type in realtor listing. Taylor Morrison. Um, Team Anderson Realty. Maybe that's an ad. It's maybe not. Huh. Same one. Where can I property search? On Remax, does Remax show the realtor tour if an agent contacts an agent? So other agencies have people who find a listing and put them up on their sites because they want to find the buyers for them. Um, and they probably wouldn't list the selling agent because they want to keep them in-house. So they pirate deals, which I wouldn't call it pirating, but um, did we already look that one up? Usually, uh, um, let's see what the AI says. Listing agent. Ah, all right, cool. That's the listing agent, Howie. So we go to Howie. Howie who? Howie Long? Howie Freeling, who sells for Long and Foster Real Estate Agency. Looks like they're moving some homes. All right. Um, let's get Howie's number, real estate agent. Uh, let's look up Howie Freeling, Realtor, Cary, North Carolina. Hopefully, he'll have his own page. Normally, it's harder to list a home unless you're more experienced. Howie Freeling on Zillow. Howie Freeling dot LFREV. Well, that's kind of funky. Okay. Hey, Howie. Hi. Normally, you should have a phone number. Which is that hidden up there? Howie, how does somebody get a hold of you?
Like, he lists his stuff in Fayetteville and Raeford and stuff.
Long and Foster. That's the office number. About Howie. Huh. Let's see if those are his listings. Got a phone number down here. That's for, the corporate office. Oh, his number up top, 624. Okay. Let's see if that's him. 919 624 1110. Now, in the meantime, you could also hire a person to find all your numbers before you call them that next day. We are trying to get a list to make it easier on you, but that's why you're paid $50. Um, so Howie, 919 624 1110 Wakehurst Drive. Hey, Howie, what's up? Last guy was odd. I had it on headset and not speakerphone. So that was already odd to him. Answer your phone, Howie.
Hi, this is Howard Bradley with Long and Parker Real Estate. Sorry I can't get to your call right now. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message. I will return your call. Great thing.
Hey, Howie. Hey, this is Matt here from Sealed Solutions. We help out realtors with free crawl space inspections. I drove by your newly listed property at 610 Wakehurst. Well, congratulations. I work with almost 100 realtors here in the area and was wondering, have you had a chance to have a free crawl space inspection so your sellers don't have any whammies? Look forward to being the guy who finds the least price solution that gives it 2 thumbs up on the inspection. Not make a palace out of it. That's for the buyer to do. Look forward to working with you, Howie. I appreciate your time, sir. 919-302-1081. 302-1081. And then you add him to your contacts. So when he calls up, you go, Howie. So that's really personal. Howie Freeling. You put down here, realtor. And I put the date down, 29/01/28. That's it. All right, cool. So left message. Now we're gonna leave him a quick text. I go to recent. I type up Howie. I got his text. Now from the last one, I'm gonna go to Taylor Brown, and then I'm going to um, copy and paste into Howie's. But I'm going to make sure up top it says Howie. Let's go up top. Hello, Howie. Erase Taylor. Congratulations on your listing at. So we're going to change the name of that. 610 Wakehurst. 610 Wakehurst Drive. That's a beautiful home! Exclamation mark. You pay him a compliment. My name is Matt. I run a company called blah 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 blah. I like to put a capital S on sealed, a capital S on solution, so he can look at the website fast and know it's sealed solution. And we help out realtors do their free crawl space inspections just so your seller, when the inspector comes, it passes. Why not state it right? It passes with flying colors instead of afterwards the buyer asking for $8,000 to $15,000 in allowances. We try to find the least expensive approach to give the seller a perfect crawl space inspection, which makes you shine. Capital shine. I can be reached. Howie. Make it personalized. At 919-302-10. Look forward to speaking to you. Thanks, Howie. Oh, nice. So up here I wrote let's message and text. And then since I'm on his page, let's see if we can find the email, put him on the email list. Come on. Of course not. So sometimes if you right click and you go to um, view page source, this is inside of the guts of the thing. You could find their email. So you look for an email because it just, you put it up there and it sends it to him in the code. So you look for their email list inside I'm sure he's on another website too, but a handful of times if you see at something, looking for an email inside the code. Oh, a lot of code. But we want to put him on an email list, and whenever they use us, when you're working for the company, you'll get a residual. So after a few months, a year, they use us constantly because we're trusted. So let's see if we can find um, his how are you feeling realtor, okay, kind of email. How are you feeling? Just saw that one there. Zoom info. Email. Oh, please. I ain't installing stuff. You gotta be hot. Ah, ah. Well, that's the website. But that's a different website. Oh, connection of private events. Proceed. Lofty. Oh, they bought the realtor's name, and if the realtor wants it on this platform, they'll sell it to them for a lofty amount. Gotcha. No email. We can find out later. We're making calls. All right. One more. Um, so no email. But when we have the list, it'll be up there, person name. So you don't have to look for them. Zillow has been treating us good. Huh? Look for homes that are like that one raised up above the ground. Condos do have them, but usually not. That one look like it's on a slab, no foundation vents. This one here looks like it's on a slab too. That has a foundation. They don't like the back of the home. No pictures. Side of the home, foundation vent. Yeah, all right, cool. So we're gonna go back to the listing, Amsby. All right, so we got 137 Amesbury Lane. Oops, did I erase anything? So we called them a what? Oh, this will be a new one. 355 is, if the type this is of 137 Amesbury Lane. That's in Cary. Contact the agent. Nothing in there. So now we look up 137 Amesbury Lane, Cary, NC. We found the person who is the MLS number on it. That means it's mine. I put it in the Coldwell Banker. So we know they're with Coldwell Banker. Coldwell Banker. There's handfuls of them. So you look to see if it's in Cary or what. Just listed. Listing agent Lynn Furr. Okay, nice. Coldwell Banker Advantage. All right. So Lynn Furr, copy, paste. Let's do that over again. Erase that. Where's the back button? Why isn't it letting me erase that? That's stupid. Crazy. Look at all that mess. I copied the website. Delete. 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 LYNNFURR. See if we could find Lynn Furr. See if she has her own page or guy. Rate my agent. That's a story. Lynn Furr, Coldwell Banker Advantage. At least she has, no, she doesn't really. 306. That's probably not her number. 30919 306 0018 0018. If they answer, it's a realty firm. We'll just hang up. 919 306. Or you could put that 0018. Lynn. Down for dollars. Helping out realtors.
And sir, call number 3060018. If you could please leave that number, I'll get back to you.
Hey, Lynn, congratulations on your listing 137 Amesbury Lane. My name is Matt Garrett. I run a company called Sealed Solution. We have about hundreds of realtors in the area with free Crawlspace inspections for the sellers and buyers. I called to see if you had a chance to get a free Crawlspace inspection. Uh, you don't, they don't have to make any moves on that, but just to know takes it off your plate. They are fully informed. Feel free to give us a call, 919 302 1081. Our blessing to the realtors is that we try to find the least expensive approach to bring it back to getting two thumbs up from the inspector, not spending thousands of dollars uh, doing a full seal crawl space. Look forward to working with you. Congratulations again, Lynn. Add to contacts. Lynn, if you are our realtor, today's date is 26/01/29. Say. So she calls back. Of course, she go, "Hey, Lynn." Now I'll go back to the last one who I texted, Howie, and that was a good text. A little bit long though, but copy that. And as I go into Lynn's, I just cut and paste. But make sure you change the names around. Make sure you get the spelling right. Lynn. So we'll go up here. And we do have a program that does this automatically for you. It'll have all the realtors in there. You would just add in the property address, 137 Amesbury Lane. That's a beautiful home. My name is Matt. I run a company called That. We help out realtors. I could be reached, Lynn. I want to make sure, because if you're saying there, Howie, in the last call, you look unprofessional. Thanks, Lynn. Boom, sent. So, so it gets a little bit faster. 26/01/29. Time is 4 p.m. Left message and text, but no email yet. So here's their site. We're gonna copy. But that's yeah. All right. All right, cool. So let's dialing for dollars. Now, if you leave 10, 15 messages, you'll get a couple calls back that day. You'll get a call back for the next day. Problem with realtors, they don't want to upset the apple cart. They're so thankful that they have a listing and they don't want to give out any information. Let's say the crawl space is bad and upside down. They need to spend $2,000, maybe even 6,000 because it's ugly and it's moldy and it's just water is pooling in one area. The boards are rotten, but it'll show up on inspection. And instead of us doing the job for 6,000, the buyer's agent will ask them for 12,000, 15,000, $18,000. And then they'll negotiate back to 12. Either way, losing the seller 6,000 bucks that they could have held on to. So good real estate agents give the seller all the information and then let them decide. Well, I feel that yes, looking at the pictures and everything else, yeah, I think we need to spend $1,500 to wipe all the mold, or $6,000 replace some joists, new plastic down, put back up, the insulation, add the insulation where it's not, and such forth. So it's our goal to educate the agent. That's why the emails will do a trickle campaign, a drip campaign, saying here's why it's a good thing. Here's how you become more professional. Here's how you could stand out. Here's how you can take the liability off of you. Because I hear it from when the buyer's agents give me a call and to inspect this home that they put down an offer on and the offer was accepted. I go into the crawl space and it's like, wow, it's just mold everywhere. It's just bad. It's really bad. And then they go back to the seller and say, "Hey, this is $12,000." And when the seller themselves didn't know that if their agent just got a free crawl space inspection, they could have done it for 6. Now they have to wrestle things back from 12, or the number one reason why people back out of home deals and leave their $1,500, $2,000 on the table is because of crawl space issues, especially mold. So if they want to reduce their buyers walking away from them, sellers agents need to get a free crawl space inspection. And then it's to the seller. And if they don't do it, it's on them. You can't force them. All right, let's make one more call. Zillow. Last one was Amesbury. There's some here. Uh, it's at the right price range. It looks like it has a crawl space, and it's not on a slab, but that could be deceiving. So we'll go see if there's a picture of the back. There's a crawl space there because of all that space. If it's on the slab, that would be on the ground. So 316 Arlington Ridge and Cary. Request a tour. Contact the agent. Drum roll. No. Are they in there? Not. So let's look up 137 Ames Berry. I think it was Ridge, right? Ridge. Ridge in Cary, North Carolina. Got down here, Amesbury Lane. Oh, this is a new one, but I didn't stick. I thought I typed it in there. Newly listed homes. Why doesn't it bring me to the last thing I was looking at? Oh, that's not the one that we were looking at. It was Zillow. Past Amesbury. Where's Amesbury? Amesbury, there. All right. So the next home was here at 316 Arlington Ridge. I thought I typed that in there. Okay, I did. All right, 316 AR Arlington Ridge. Let me show you spell it right in Cary. So then we go up here. That's the listing. Copy the link. Oh, I was typing it in the wrong thing here. Ooh, I erased Lynn stuff. Good Lord. Need to slow down. Come on, get out of there. go forward. Gotcha. All right, cool. All right. So the new one here, 316 Arlington Ridge, Cary. So we didn't see the agent in there. Nice, come on. 316 Arlington Ridge, Cary, North Carolina. And we see who has the MLS. MLS, Coldwell Banker. Way to go, Coldwell Banker. So go to here, Coldwell Banker. All right. See who's the agent, send message. This if it goes to the listing agent, Lisa McGill, open door brokerage, open door brokerage. Huh. Maybe it's Lisa McGill because I think we worked with her before. So maybe that's her broker in charge, or they do things as a team. A lot of times, um, they team up on markets. Um, open door brokerage. So open door brokerage, who is under um, uh, Coldwell Banker. So now we look up Lisa McGill, Lisa MCGILL, Realtor, Cary, North Carolina. Lisa McGill, Real Estate. Way to go, Lisa. Copy. Agent website. Paste. Enter. Put a dot there so it shortens it up there. Okay. And what? Go away. Contact Lisa, of course. Read her full story. Just want her email and phone number. Email bell.net. Well, whoever does bell.net, it should be Lisa at McGill Real Estate. But so her email, oh, all righty, Lisa, get a phone number, direct broker of record. She's in Ontario. Real estate homeward bound. She's in Ontario. So she's got somebody from Ontario who wants to move here. So usually that's the buyer's agent is out of state. Well, Lisa McGill in Ontario. Let's see what the other cat is. Because she probably has a customer who she sent to somebody here, and then they split the commissions. If somebody sent me a customer, I'd split them all day long. Send me 1,000, please, right? So let's go to it's 316 Arlington Ridge. The MLS is there. They're both open brokerage, which is in Canada. Open Door. Oh, Open Door is a monster. They're huge. So, you know, hard to find who would be the realtor. Let's go back and just see. Um, let's see if one of the sites just gives us, the agent. Mm, Little harder to find. All right. Well, let's not spend too much time there. Has an odd one. 316 Arlington. Let's go to the next one. 289 678. That's built on a slab. 285. A little too small. Not too small. A condo, a townhome. So no. That looks like that's on a slab. This one, 279. Your goals to get over 500. 6 days on Zillow. Is it just land? Yep. They're selling. All right. This one is small, but um, they got a crawl space there. Um, so let's just see. So the time now is 4:15. 4:15. I'm gonna go to 209 Kronos Lane. And that's in Cary. See if it gives us the agent. Nope. That's the listing. Copy. Boom there. Paste. Enter. Save. Just lock in all this good stuff in there. Alrighty. 209 Kronos. I spell it all right out. Who's got the MLS on that one? Coldwell Banker. Redfin. Yep. Coldwell Banker again. They're moving some homes, but they got a lot of offices. This looks like new construction. Hmm. Let's see when it was built. 15 acres, fourth sale. Year built 1991. Not just that's 15 years ago. It could have some mold in it. Excuse me. Let me see if it lifts an agent in there somewhere easily and fast. All right, Mike wants edit. Now, we also have a database of town and country, a lot of realtors we've already worked with. So eventually, we're going to work with a ton of realtors. We're probably a tenth of them we have spoken to, worked with, and done. uh, inspections for. So it gets easier. Hey, 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 Mike. Hey, this is Joan at Sealed Solution. We see you got a new listing. Congratulations. Matt says hello. You're really turning it on, all getting set for the summer season, listing properties. Call to see on this one here, 209 Fronos Lane. Have you had a chance to do a free crawl space inspection? So that's how the call goes. And then you just listen. All right. So now, Mike, Mike Mont, PET, Realtor, Cary, North Carolina, Mulberry Heath. All right. See if Mike has his own site. Zillow. Mike's team took charge, huh? Chamber of Commerce. Don't see his name up there as a website. Yeah, TCRM, and that's Town and Country Realty. But let's see. Oh, broker, owner, founder. Well, if you speak to, okay, nice. Is it call now? Let's see what phone number it comes up with. All right, cool. It's a little CSI involved here. Copy. And you got a note, 260129. Broker, owner, founder. So he's got a team underneath him. So if you land a team, you get, really good commissions. Instead of just an agent who moves 15 homes a year. So we're going to go to call keypad 919 614 9100 91. We already have him down there. Our past discussions with him, I don't have any, but the office manager might. Mike, 209 Kronos.
Please leave a detailed message or return your call quickly. Thank you and make it a great day.
Hello, Mike. This is Matt Garrett from Sealed Solution. We help out realtors in the Wake County and surrounding area with free crawl space inspections. I want to congratulate you on your listing at 209 Fronos Lane. Just call to see if you need a free crawl space inspection. We try to find the least priced solution that makes the inspector give it 2 thumbs up. We definitely do not try to turn it into a palace. Our whole goal is to make you shine and make the allowances less. So your seller wins more and you shine. Thank you, Mike. Look forward to speaking to you. Matt Garrett, 919 302 1081. So now we're going to go to Lynn because I sent her out a copy. Then we're going to go to Mike. I just called, cut and paste. Boom. So you want to take out all her name and put in Mike. You put in the property's address. The more personalized you make it, the more response you'll get. Hello, Mike. Congratulations on your listing at 209 Kronos Lane. That's a beautiful home. My name is Matt. I run SueSolution.com. Least expensive approach. It could be reached, Mike, at blah, 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 blah. Done. So that was faster. Left message and text. And then let's see if we could get his email. Save everything in here. Email, email, email. Menu, let's talk. We don't want this so big. I'm gonna make this what, a 9, 10, 10. Make it a 9. 9 size. All right, cool. Save. This email. Important to give them an email so we can drip campaign them out all year long. And eventually, once they use us, they'll be like, these guys are fantastic. So if you see our reviews, everyone's like, he's so helpful. He doesn't try to oversell us. So I'm going to go to Mike Mont, Pettit, Realtor email address. Realtor Carrie. Let's see if Google Magic spits it out. Effective agents. Zillow, let's see if he pops up there. His website profile. Show more. See if it just stands out in the searches. Contact info 1275realestatedirectory.com or whatever, because they tried to sell them. You've got to leave. Triangle Real Estate Associates, Mike Montpetit. Let's see if he left his email in there. And again, we're buying a list of everyone's current numbers and everything else, just so you won't have to go through all this. But it takes a little bit of time. Not there. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I kicked my dog. Town and country. Contact info. Where's your email, buddy? I got some accolades. Facebook. Let's see if he has. or HPW. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll. All right. So that's how. What time is it now? 4:28. So 4:20. And no, tomorrow that you could call up the ones that you haven't spoken to, or um, all the ones where you left a message. Don't leave a message again for them, and just give them a couple quick calls twice a day. Don't do it early in the morning. They're swamped, just like you are. So, like at 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or so. And when you catch them in, you say, hey, so you see me pitch a few people. So you can't make them do anything. So we're just here to see if they have a need for a crawl space inspection. More importantly, to keep the information in our database so we can text them and email them, stay top of mind, which you still get credit for. So, so in an hour and a half, we left 3 messages or so. So tomorrow, if I did this, I would have what? 5 times the size it is. So that'd be 15 messages or so. So the next day, you would have a larger list and far more of these to go through because they're newly listed homes. So they all need a free crawl space inspection. But again, it's important. They might not need it for the one here. It might be gorgeous, which none of them are. Your goal is to get their future business residual in your pocket. Matt Garrett Solution. Call me with questions. Thank you.